focusing on the economy?
No, that one is an inequality index that combines both social and economic.
Yeah.
So a Gini of coefficient of 1, which is not possible to achieve altogether, means perfect, there's no inequality. Everybody's included. So you find maybe that countries like Sweden.
I had it mixed up, so
for Kenya, we are at 0.3 in the Gini coefficient.
Okay.
But we don't compare too badly with countries like South Africa at, I think about 0.5.
Okay. All right. You mentioned also the control of budget, and that is also the Auditor General?
Yes, the Auditor General. We've been talking to. We've sent our memorandum guides to the Auditor General. We've sent to the control of budget. We had a chance as well to discuss with her, and she gave us a raft of measures. For example, even including issues like devolution, because that's one of the most important areas for the 5-point agenda, and ensuring that we don't have a clawback. The issue of pending bills, which is very critical, and how is it being addressed? There is the issue of zero-based budgeting, so that you're starting with an item at 0 and then putting the subsequent cost as you move on, rather than just having an overall budget. So there's a sense that quite a lot has moved in terms of addressing this. We have also the pending bill verification committees that we have also sent memorandum to ask about the various pending bills in the counties. How are they accrued and how can they be removed? We've talked to the Council of Governors as well, and to some of the county governments. Sometimes you're realizing there's some sort of understanding that when you look at it from the governor's side and when you're looking at it from the county government side, there's a difference in the perception that comes. So we're trying to really just see where to unclog the whole issue, to make sure, for example, that pending bills is an issue of the past, to make sure that there's no clawback on devolution. For example, the allocation this time is 415 billion. It is proposed for an increment, and that is the direction for it to take. It has increased from 384 billion that was given in the last year. For 2025, 2026, it is 415 billion. So just ensuring that those processes are catered for, because what are we essentially doing? We're going to the NADCO report with its raft of recommendations and saying that this is what the NADCO report stipulated. We're going also to the MOU that was signed by the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and His Excellency the President. And we're looking to see what are these key issues. The issues of inclusivity becomes the number 2. The issue of devolution comes in. The issue of our youth and employment.
Thank you.
The issue of leadership and integrity, compensation, corruption, wastage, sovereignty of the people.
Sovereignty of the people is where I actually want to check in right now.
Yes.
Because you mentioned the public participation.
Yes.
I was waiting for you also to talk about not really the Auditor General, but the Attorney General.
Yes.
Because I know there was a bill that was proceeding from our office in regard to, there's an amendment bill on trying to also make sure that we streamline public participation, which is very key.
Yes.
You want to follow on that as well? Because yes, we can see a lot of things. Look at what is happening with Nairobi County right now. People are saying, there was no public participation, which is a key stakeholder primarily that you should be following right now. So could you also tell us more about what is your involvement with the Office of the Attorney General?
The Office of the Attorney General generally, because I think they oversee and they look at quite a number of the issues. We're engaging again with her. We engaged with her even up to today, for example, on the issue of compensation.
Okay.
And we realized, for example, they have a compensation fund, but again, the issue is in court. Because what are we doing as a committee? Because we are overseeing, we're trying to unlock. We're saying, where is the issue of compensation to be addressed from Professor Mutua's office? Okay, there's a court injunction. Is there any other way, for example? Can political parties be able to unlock it? Or where do we go? So we realize there's also a compensation fund that can be given out to, to the various victims of the unrest that was there. But again, it goes back to everything is tied up within the court system. So that has to be unlocked. But you also mentioned about public participation, which is very key. And frankly, Dibal, over a long time, even when I was in the Senate, many times we had the public participation bill coming up, and we are hearing even from the public forums that there's a sense in which sometimes you have public participation, but you have a team. In fact, they told us sometimes you have a team of people who are the permanent public participation delegation. So we need to be able to streamline, because public participation then enables the knowledge involvement and a vast group of people coming together. So that's one of the bills that really we need to be able to figure out and put into place as quickly as possible.
All right.